Welcome to another episode of Buckless Coach Web Show Live. Well, hello. This is Cindy Lee, your host over at Buckless Coach Web Show Live, another Wonderless Wednesday, and we're talking cruises today. So stay tuned in just 1 minute. I'll introduce you to my guests. Make sure you go to Buckless Coach Web Show Live on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And if you go to wherecindynow.com, that's WHERES, cindynow.com, you subscribe, comment, and you actually share this very video, I'll gift you a 5-night hotel stay. So I cover the hotel and you cover the tax. And a big plug to National Day Calendar. I am now the proud founder of National Bucket List Day. And actually this month is National Soup Month. So we have Claudette Hatcher. How are you today?
I am doing great. And thank you so much, Cindy, for having me on. This is actually my first podcast on travel.
Oh,
Um, and
wow.
so thank you for being the first.
Yes, and many more. I'd love to have you on for other travel stuff too, to kind of help, get people out to your events. So let's
Thank
kind of
you.
talk about our friendship a little bit, how that started in travel and our story.
Yeah, well, I'm so horrible with timelines. I cannot believe it's been since 2013 when we were doing dream trips together.
Yeah.
Uh, Gosh, did we meet on a trip or was it? Remind me because my memory is so
I
horrible.
can't remember either. I have TRS.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am so excited to share this with you all. Uh, I am a member of Tall Clubs International, the Seattle Tip Toppers. They have branches all over the country, several countries around the world. And you might say, Tall Clubs? What is this? So, myself, I am 6 foot tall, well, 5'11" and 3/4, but round up. And I've been tall my entire life. And growing up here in Seattle, my mom was going, "Oh, you should go and find some tall people to hang out with." And I found the Seattle Tip Toppers Club. And I actually, the first time I went whitewater rafting, yeah, say that 3 times fast, was with the some Seattle Tip Toppers member. And I think I was the shortest one there at 6 foot in our raft. It was a lady and her sons. And oh, that was just amazing. And and after living in Amsterdam, where I was below the national average, uh, I wanted to get more involved, and I was actually involved with them in London, with the Great Britain Tall Club, and such fabulous people just welcome me. And they have a monthly, I think it's last Fridays, they go to a pub over in Marylebone, which is the
Wow.
neighborhood I happened to live in when I first got to London. So it was perfect. And then during the pandemic, I would still join them on their Zoom calls on Fridays. So Friday evening for them, Friday morning for me, and met Sharon Spear of the Portland Skyliners Tall Club. And she came and approached me about doing the convention. So the Tall Club International, they do annual conventions every year. Clubs will sponsor and put together the convention. Last year in 2022, it was in Rhode Island,
Oh,
and
wow.
Sharon
Yeah.
suggested, yeah, doing a cruise and doing an Alaska cruise. So Seattle and Portland, we're about 2.5 hours apart.
Yeah.
So we tend to do a lot of events together, going down. Like I went down to Portland for their Christmas party. Unfortunately, Sharon couldn't make it, but she was going to come up to Seattle for their annual New Year luncheon. So it's like, hey, let's do one in Seattle. We haven't had one in this area in a while. It's been years since we've done one on a cruise, and this now is the 85th year for Tall Clubs
Wow.
International and doing conventions. So we are doing the TCI 2023 Convention at Sea. And it is awesome. We already have 131 people booked. Normally,
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh, I
Can
thought it
you
was
imagine?
50. That's amazing. Congratulations. I'm so
Thank
proud of you. That's
you.
amazing.
Yeah, so I like to
Wow.
say we're on the tallest ship on the Alaska Cirque. I mean, to be more accurate, it's the largest.
So let's talk about what you got going on for bucket listing. What kind of activities do you have on this cruise?
Oh my gosh, and I was actually bringing that up because we do have so much. So I was excited to be on this ship because they have a robot bar, and I have been wanting to try that out.
Whoa.
Not that I want to displace my people, we're not trying to introduce Skynet anytime soon, but it is something would be fun to do. So, I still patron my human bartenders. It's got the flow rider, which you can do boogie boarding and surfing on board. And I got to do the surfing.
Oh, I like surfing.
Oh
That's
my gosh, it
awesome.
is so much fun. I understand that
Wow.
Zen state now. I don't know if I
Hmm.
want to go out and try to deal with the sharks, but I'll do it on a cruise ship anytime. Oh my gosh. And so, yeah, let me
Yeah.
just go over. We've got a not jam packed per se, where you don't have time to do things on your own, but we do have a lot of activities that we're doing on board the ship together as a group. So we're going to have a nice welcome desk, meeting people as they arrive. And then, I'm sorry, let me back up. When I say this is for the Tall Convention or Tall Clubs Convention, for their 85th year, sorry, they normally just have it open to members. And membership, women have to be at least 5'10" or taller, men 6'2" or taller.
Oh,
And the conventions are usually closed just to members and their significant others. As my co-chair Sharon likes to say, not flavor of the month, but it has to be a dedicated significant other.
yeah.
Um, but this year, the 85th year, it's a landmark year. 85 years, it's just huge. So we are opening up this cruise to friends and families of the members. I mean, Alaska is a bucket list trip for
Oh,
people
yeah,
anyway, and it would
definitely.
just be a shame to say, "Oh, sorry, family, you can't go with me. You're too short, or you're not a member." No, we didn't want to do this, so we have people. I know we have some people booked, and they have like multi-generation family, like at least 3 generations going. A lady is going, she's bringing her 3 sons. I have friends that are joining me. I'm bringing my mom, and my mom's, she just missed the mark at 5'9". So she's really happy to be able to go with me. And a lot of people are happy to be able to share this convention experience and this bucket list trip of a lifetime with
Definitely. Yeah.
their club family, as well as their blood family and their friends as well. So, family is not just who you're related to, but who you incorporate into your family.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so every night we're gonna have. They usually do this for their conventions, is have a nightly get together or after hours gathering. So we're going to continue that on board the ship. And we're going to have all these great lounges to
Wow.
explore and have it, probably try out a different lounge every night or try them all while we're on the ship for this. Um, so I know I'm really excited. So if I talk too fast, slow
I'm
me
gonna
down.
while you're talking, I'm actually gonna look on my National Day calendar to see if there's any like food holidays or anything like that. So
Yeah.
what are the dates again?
Yeah, and I was going to say we haven't talked about the dates. June 30th to July 7th.
Okay,
So
June
we're going to be
30th.
on the ship
Oh,
for the 4th of July.
oh,
Um,
Social Media Day on June 30th.
okay, there we
You're
go.
gonna do Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And we
Oh,
actually got in on a great Wi-Fi package. I'm working with some great people over at Royal Caribbean. So we've got a group rate on a
mhm.
Wi-Fi package. And if there's a better rate, you're of course welcome to go and get that. So yeah, everybody, we want to make everyone feel welcomed and don't feel lost or anything. So
Exactly.
Sharon and I will have a welcome desk for people to find us and meet us on board the ship. And I've got some secret tips on where people can go for lunch when they get on board, so they can all be together and maybe even kind of be away. It's one of those little hidden gems where
Wow.
talk to your travel agent. That's another benefit of having a travel agent, and is that we get all of this great information and these hidden gems that, it's available to the public, but, you have to find it on your own, and we are in the know for that. So, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you gotta call out, shout out for National Travel Agents Day too. People don't think that they may need, they can do everything online, but no, travel agents can offer you special perks that you may not be able to find online, or that are even available to you. And I know I do a lot of group cruises, and there are some special perks. Like I was able to get people booking our select cabins getting $100 cabin credit or $50 cabin credit, not
Wow.
something that they would have been able to get on their own. This is another thing that you can get through booking, doing groups with travel agents as well. We have a cocktail party. So yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
first day we didn't want to overwhelm people with a bunch of different activities, since the ship will have a bunch of activities, and a lot of people going are first time cruisers. So we really wanted that first day to be for them to explore. And as we're just boarding, because we're not, some people might be able to board as soon as maybe noon. But for the first full day, that's when we're going to have a cocktail party, a welcome cocktail party. And that's something that's included in the rate of the cruise, and that day happens to be our formal night as well. We've got two formal
Oh,
nights
okay.
on this week-long cruise.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just had somebody ask me, well, how formal is formal? And it's like, okay, I'm an opera singer, actress. I am a little bit flamboyant. I'm a
Yeah.
biker chick too, but, I have both sides. If I want to be a tomboy, I am tomboy all the way, with all the leather get up and textiles and armor and all that for the bike.
Uh,
So you can bet your bottom dollar I am wearing a long dress.
Before we
And
get
it's,
into pricing, I do want to
yeah.
talk about the fourth. So the fourth is barbecue spare ribs day and Caesar salad day. So if there's a barbecue
Ah,
restaurant, you can celebrate those days.
yes.
Fourth. Yeah.
Yes, and Royal Caribbean just they've released a new menu for 2023, so I'm really excited to see what that's going to be like and try that out.
Yeah.
But some other activities, I know, I'm sorry, tangent, so much stuff is going on here. For people signing up to join us to the convention, you don't have to be a member. You've met me on the podcast. You can use my name if you'd like to come and join us, because we have so many things that are going to be included that's just for the convention. And some people think, oh, convention and being in seminars and meetings all day. No, it is just a fancy word, wrong word maybe, for the members to get together and socialize with their friends that they know across the country and in other countries as well. So it's more social things, with the
Hmm.
after hours gathering, the
Wow.
welcome party. We're going to have a private game show, like Battle of the Sexes, something like that,
Oh,
but it's just
that's
going to be
cool.
private for those that have
Yeah.
registered to join us. We're going to have what I like to say hosted excursions. So this is kind of a carryover from Dream Trips. My first cruise was with Dream Trips, and we had a
Hmm.
host that shows saying, "Hey, we're going to go and do this excursion. If you want to join me and others, you can sign up." So I'm carrying that over. So my co-chair Sharon and I are going to be hosting excursions. Like I know she wants to do this train ride in Sitka so badly. So she's saying, well, this is the excursion I'm going on. If you want to join me, there's a Chinese lantern walk in Victoria that I'm really interested
Oh,
in.
I
So,
love Victoria. I got some stories for you for Victoria.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, hop, skip, and a
Yeah.
jump. I ride my
Hmm.
motorcycle over there a lot. I've taken the Clipper over there once, and the rest of the time it's fun. Taking a ferry, have my bike, have transportation, the way to go. But yes, we should talk.
So let's go into price. Let's start with the inside. What are your rates for inside?
So our starting rate, so we have um, fixed rates for the inside, which is an inside virtual balcony. So it's a nice
What?
LED TV. So it's actually a projection of what's happening outside the ship with sound. No smell-o-vision yet, but you get
Ooh.
that sense that you have a balcony, but it's an inside cabin, so you're paying the inside cabin rates for a balcony view. And right now, and we have just a few. We have 24 of these cabins left between the interior virtual balcony and the obstructed ocean view balcony at a fixed rate. And right now, the interior with the virtual balcony per person, and that's with the convention fees, taxes, port fees, um, is $1,345 per person. We're
Wow.
also going to have a specialty lunch. So that's including our specialty lunch, the specialty cocktail, the private activities, the nightly hosted, and some other little goodies. Oh, and the biggest thing, members of TCI Club, those who are in good standing, are automatically entered to win their portion of the cruise for free, or their cruise. So if you
Ooh.
are traveling with somebody, your half of the cabin is covered. If you are traveling solo occupancy, your entire cruise would be covered. So that's a really good reason to become a member. If you meet the height requirements, you can reach out to me. If you're not in the Seattle area, I can get you in touch with a membership person to join. We even have members at large. So if there is a club in your area, you can join as a member at large.
Oh,
And so
okay.
we have the single occupancy rates, which is $2,144 to have the cabin. If you don't have a roommate, don't want to deal with it, it is worth getting your own cabin. However, for those that are looking for roommates, we do have a Facebook group to help you connect with other people looking for cabin mates. And on the registration form, have pictures of the cabin so you can see what it kind of looks like for an obstructed view cabin. It has all of the rates there for per person and single occupancy. And I do try to update them around once a month. Uh, Cabins are getting a bit more scarce now. You think, oh, I've got June,
Yes.
I've got 5 months to book, I'll be fine. No, we're several categories are in guaranteed status, which means you can book like the interior virtual balcony. You can book one. You won't be able to select your cabin. Royal Caribbean will select a cabin for you, and you're guaranteed to get that interior with virtual balcony, or or bump you up to the next level. So some people like to take that gamble and see if they get upgraded for the price of the lower price. And right now there isn't that much of a choice, but
Yeah.
check back, because in April things may switch up. Some cabins may become available, and you might be able to either change your cabin or get actually assigned a cabin. And yeah, we have people booking all the way up to junior suites. um,
Okay.
yeah, which is about 4,000 per person, 7,800 single occupancy. They have grand suites, 1 bedroom grand suites, the owner view suite. uh, Come and we can have the party over in your cabin if you get that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could
so
do a cabin crawl. Have you ever done a cabin crawl? I did that on a
no,
panorama. Oh, yes.
I have to do that.
Yeah.
And then for those that are outside of the Seattle area, or even that you're in, people are coming in early. Normally for TCI, they'll have a pre-convention get together. This year it's a gathering, but they usually have where people can do activities before the
Mhm.
convention. We have hotels set up for people that are coming in early or wanting to stay later. And we have a bunch of suggested activities for people to do, like the Museum of Flight, the observation deck at the Space Needle, even
Wow.
taking a ferry ride. If you want to, you are dying to get on the water and you want to explore the waters around here in Seattle, we have a great ferry system. And I've been fortunate enough to see orcas on my ferry ride from Seattle to
Wow.
Bremerton, which is where our naval base is. They have underground Seattle, the waterfront, the monorail, Jimi Hendrix Museum. Sorry, I know that's the original name.
Oh,
Um,
seriously, oh, I did not know that. Yeah.
yeah, they've
Oh
gone
my
through a
god.
few names.
That's
I think it's
amazing.
like uh it was Experience Music
Mhm.
Project. It was, and I think it might be, I forget, it's a museum of something right now. So they
Yes.
have Jimi Hendrix things as well as some other modern
Oh,
popular
wow.
music. Of course, Nirvana has I've seen an exhibit for them over there. Then you can even come across the lake to where I am on the east side. Visit Microsoft if you want. Google's over here now, SpaceX. And if you
Mhm.
come in early enough, you can even head down to Mount St. Helens. Take a
Oh,
day
wow.
trip down
Yeah.
there and see the smoking, still active volcano. If you have a car, go around to the other side, you could still see the devastation from the 1980 earth eruption.
Yeah, I remember I was
Awesome,
in like 11th or 12th grade. Yeah, I think it was
awesome
83
sight.
maybe or 84. Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken motorcycle rides up there, and I go there
Oh.
for this end of inner winter for the spring solstice.
Well, let's continue this in a couple
Yes,
months, like in March or April. Yeah, let's continue this
definitely.
conversation. So we need to close out. I need to put you in the green
Yes,
room. But before we do that, let's do a couple shout outs. I actually want to shout out to one of our team members, Diana Ringer. She actually just got her 15-day cruise with Princess and with the free Princess training. And
nice.
also the Marriott. She just finished her Marriott training. So, with Marriott, if it's a $200 hotel, we could get it for 70 some dollars.
Actually, was staying at a Marriott property
Yeah.
when I went down to Portland.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, I had to try
Yeah.
it out.
Also, John Smith, our CEO, Scott Schultz, he's one of our mentors, and everybody over at the home office in Lancaster who is taking care of stuff and doing what they need to do. We are just so grateful for them.
And shout out
Yeah.
to Randy Rout over at Royal
Okay.
Caribbean. He's our BDM. He's
Okay.
been a
Yeah.
huge help in giving us extra perks. So, in addition to this TCI 2023 convention at sea, uh, money thanks to Randy's, every cabin that we book goes to the Tall Club International Foundation, which supports
Oh, so for
charity.
fundraiser, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a disorder, and I don't want to try the name because I know I'm gonna not say it correctly, but it is what causes people that can't stop growing or that grow, like kind of like gigantism, and
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the charities that they Marfan is I believe the name of it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah, so $25 a cabin. And so yeah, we're getting close to 2,000, raising $2,000 for that charity.
Okay.
So
Well,
thank you, Randy.
let me close out. So, if you are a friend of Claudette's, please reach out to her, especially if you are a nonprofit. She could actually book a nonprofit cruise for you. If you're a friend of mine and you live here in the Southern California area, we have a lot of cruises coming out this way as well. And if you are connected to a nonprofit, reach out to me. But let's close out. So, one last shout out.
Yeah, so it's Claudette Travels, Clauddette, Travels with an S, named after the actress Claudette Colbert, for those who are in the
Yeah.
know with that. And thanks to Tall Clubs International. Their page is tall.org. You can find us under the events for the TCI 2023 convention at sea. And thank you for the TCI board for selecting us to do this, and my co-chair, Sharon Spill, for approaching me to help put this together, and all of the members and their family and friends who have signed up with us, and looking forward to more to come.
And
And
I want to
thank
say,
you, Cindy.
oh yeah, and I
Thank
want to
you.
say thank you for being my friends who become family. I mean, yeah, we've been friends all these years, and I'm just so very grateful for having you in my life and for you making the time today. I'm just very grateful for that.
Oh, yeah,
So
and when
thank
you
you
come
for
up
making
here,
the
I got a
time.
great sushi place to take you.
All you can eat?
All you can eat,
Woo!
made to order.
No way.
Yeah, like
Okay.
$35. So bring your
Okay.
appetite. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.